Brits will have to wait until at least September before they can flock back to nightclubs, gigs, cinemas, and theaters, a minister suggested. Vaccines Minister Nadhim Zahawi hinted venues that will need to mass test visitors won't be allowed to reopen until almost all the population is vaccinated. And he also refused to rule out social distancing measures, like mask wearing and the 1 metre rule, carrying on well into the future. The PM has earmarked fast lateral flow tests as a key way of getting larger venues open to the public again once lockdown is lifted. Millions of tests, which return a result in half an hour, could be used every day in settings from workplaces to football stadium. But Mr Zahawi suggested today that they will only be deployed once 9 in 10 adults have already had the COVID jab. He said, "We want to make sure we reopen the economy as quickly as possible, but make sure it's the combination of the national vaccination program really delivering the protection for the whole of the adult population, and then rapid testing should help us reopen." Mr Zahawi said mass testing will be deployed to reopen venues in a world where we have the adult population vaccinated to those high. He insisted the government wants to have offered the vaccine to the whole of the adult population by September. And he said when that is done it will combine with testing technology, which is getting better and better, to help unlock all. Thousands of clubs and theaters across Britain have been unable to reopen since last March, and many are facing financial. A recent poll by Ipsos Mori showed 89% of Brits plan to get the jab, which was the highest proportion out of any country. Mr Zahawi said that means the UK's take-up is probably the highest in the world. In contrast, 73% of Australians, 71% of Americans, 68% of Germans, and just 57% of French say they will take the shot. In a round of interviews this morning, the vaccines minister also said his confident supplies of the jab will ramp up over the coming month. He said the UK will be doubling our deployment over the next 10 to 11 weeks so everyone who has already been vaccinated can receive theirs. Mr Zahawi added, "Supplies are coming online. I see much greater volume in March and April, tens of millions of doses coming through, and am confident we'll hit our target." Boris Johnson announced the plans to rely on rapid COVID tests for reopening the economy at a press conference last. The PM slapped down calls to use vaccine passports after he lifts the lockdown, but said quick results tests may help instead. He said while Brits may be able to use a vaccine certificate to travel abroad, it was unlikely they would be used in the UK to help on. He added, "I think inevitably there will be great interest in ideas like can you show that you had a vaccination against COVID in the way that you sometimes have to show you have had a vaccination against yellow fever or other diseases in order to travel." So I think that is going to be very much in the mix down the road. I think that is going to. What I don't think we will have in this country is, as it were, vaccination passports to allow you to go to, say, the pub or something like